Hi, I'm Katie McGee. We're here in Denver at the broadcast studio at GBTA Convention 2025. Here with me right now is Charlie Sultan, president of Concur Travel, SAP Concur. Thanks for stopping by, Charlie.
No, thanks a lot for having me. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. SAP Concur just published its 7th annual SAP Concur Global Business Travel Survey. Tell us what this year's report found and what stood out to you.
You know, it's really interesting. We do this survey every year, and it's a great barometer of kind of how things are going in the atmosphere. I think some really good things. So travel budgets are up. Traveler willingness to travel is up. I think for the most part, 51% of travelers say that they're traveling about the right frequency. So all positive metrics there. I think the one thing we're seeing is that they're feeling like even though travel budgets are up, that they're not up enough. And they're not keeping pace with the increase in fares or room rates, anything like that. We also explored AI as a topic, obviously, since it's everywhere these days. And I think one thing to me that stood up, because we asked some of the similar questions year on year, is just the willingness of travelers to have AI be a part of their travel planning process, their expense process. So I think that 9 out of 10 travelers said that they're willing to and excited to have AI help them through the booking process, through the expensing process. Travel managers also were more willing this year than last year to have AI be a part of the ecosystem. So that was really interesting. I think the other interesting part is AI from a CFO perspective, which they said, great, we think that AI can really help us capture fraud, but there's kind of a dichotomy there because a big chunk of the CFOs also feared that AI was going to help people create more fake expenses or expense reports or receipts. So really interesting to kind of see the dichotomy there. There was also a question which to me caught my attention, which was who at the company really calls the shots when it comes to travel. And it was really interesting. The travel managers say the business traveler really has a lot of say. The business traveler said the travel manager has a lot of say. And the CFO say we have all the say. So pretty interesting results
Interesting.
there.
I'll be interested to see what shows up in this study next year and see what everyone's thoughts are.
Yeah, exactly.
We understand that many customers have migrated to the new Concur Travel.
Yeah.
What do they like most about it, and how is SAP Concur helping travel managers and finance leaders work together to manage the costs more strategically?
You know, I think one of the key elements of Concur over the years has been the flexibility, the fact that you can pick your own travel agency, you can pick your own GDS, you can pick your own partners, and so that continues on. But really what they love about the new tool, it's about 40% faster for them. It requires less steps. They love the UX, which looks like a consumer grade UX. They can see more of the product attributes without having to click through. It has a ton more content, so it has all of the standard EdEffect GDS content. It has the NDC content. It has all the aggregator and low-cost carrier content. We've really expanded our rail offerings. Our hotel content we've increased that by about tenfold from what was there before. And so it really is offering a very comprehensive place for people to come and do all of their shopping. And then obviously we are continuing to layer on AI to make the process more seamless on the travel side, on the expense side, and all throughout. So really a lot there to look forward to for travelers, and everything's available on both desktop and on mobile. So makes it easier for everyone involved.
Wherever you need it, there it is.
Exactly.
Generative and agentic AI are really reshaping the future of business travel.
Yep.
How is SAP Concur embracing this shift, and what role does AI play in your strategy moving forward?
I think there's a lot there. We've been using AI for about 10 years at Concur, so it's not really new for us, but it does continue to improve and it continues to gain more. SAP, we're very fortunate to be part of SAP. They made an announcement probably about a year ago now that they're going to spend $1 billion on AI technology. And I'm a fundamental believer that for AI to be successful, you need high quality data, you need tight integration, you need data security, and you need funds. And luckily, SAP Concur has access to all of those. And so we're really working very hard on incorporating more and more AI into the tool, really not for the sake of AI, but for the sake of getting to a world where travel and expenses practically manage themselves. And we've made a lot of enhancements on both the travel and the expense side. On the travel side, we've talked recently about a request assistant where essentially normally you would go get approval for a trip and you'd have to go figure out what the trip's going to cost. Well, request assistant can now go into the data and figure out if I want to go from Denver to Seattle for 2 nights, say, okay, well, airfare looks like it's going to be about $600, hotels are going to be $800, and it can actually create a pretty tight range for me to go get approval automatically through the system, so I don't have to go figure out how much all of this is going to cost. Once the approval comes in, I can just click the button to go book it. We also have trip recommendations, which essentially allow a traveler. What we're doing there is really trying to get what we think the traveler is going to book anyway, and just sort that to the top. And so based on company policy, based on their loyalty numbers, based on their past booking behavior, sorting the things to the top so that they can actually get through the process a lot faster. Today, or at GBTA, we announced our new SAP's Copilot is called Joule. So we announced our new, essentially integrated a new booking agent, which will allow travelers to just speak into the tool eventually and be able to say, I need to go from Denver to Seattle on the 3rd of August to the 8th of August, and have all of the relevant results just kind of come and populate through. And so really trying to integrate through, and I think to me, we've been talking about integrated travel and expense for about 20 years now. I think the value of AI is really going to be in expanding beyond just that. And so SAP is really investing heavily in agentic AI and being able to have different agents for different units come together. And so if you want to be able to be in one dashboard as the CFO or the Chief Procurement Officer and look at your travel spend, your expense spend, your CRM stats, your finances, your budget, all of that will be able to come together in one place. And eventually the tool will actually just be able, because the data is going to be standardized through the system, because it's all going to be integrated tightly, the tool will be able to actually start making recommendations as far as things that you might want to look at it to run your business more effectively. And so there's just really a lot of opportunity there to continue to turbocharge that.
It's an exciting opportunity.
It is great.
I cannot wait to see what unfolds. Charlie, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure, thanks for the time. Great to see you as always.
Absolutely, good to see you too. And thank you for joining us. My name is Katie McGee. We are here in Denver at the broadcast studio at GBTA Convention 2025, and we thank you for joining us.